They say love conquers all. But sometimes, love alone is not enough. Especially when a child's life hangs in the balance. This is the story of the S gene. The story of sickle cell. And the generations who faced it. There was a time, not too long ago, when people didn't know. Two people would meet, fall in love, and have children, only to discover, too late, that their child was born with a painful burden. Sickle cell disease. It wasn't their fault. They didn't know they both carried the S gene, the silent trait that, when matched, creates a painful destiny. These were the days of confusion, of helplessness, of praying mothers and crying fathers, watching their children suffer crisis after crisis, unable to understand why. No one told them. No one warned them. They were the ignorant generation. But then, the world changed. Science advanced. Awareness grew. And with knowledge came a choice. People now knew what it meant to be as a carrier. They knew that two carriers could have a child with SS, sickle cell disease. And yet, some went ahead, driven by love. Or perhaps, by the fantasy of love. Some said, we'll take the risk. Others said, there's technology now, we can test the fetus and decide early. And some just closed their eyes and hoped for the best. This generation knew, but did it anyway. They were the generation of love over logic, of passion over responsibility, of hope, often clouded by fear. They were not ignorant, but they chose risk. And once again, children were born into a life of pain. And now, a new generation rises. A generation that understands that true love is not blind. It is not selfish. And it is not reckless. Because what is love? If it brings a child into the world to suffer? These are the intentional spouses. The ones who say, I love you. But if we both carry the S gene, we must walk away. Not because love failed, but because love must be responsible. They do not test the baby after conception. They test themselves before commitment, before marriage, before emotions run too deep. They believe that love is not just a feeling. It is a decision. And sometimes, the most loving decision is the hardest one to make. These couples walk away from each other so that no child will ever have to walk into a life of pain. We are not judging the past. We are learning from it. From the generation that didn't know, to the generation that chose risk, to those who now choose responsibility. Sickle cell is not a curse, but ignorance is. Let us not pass down pain. Let us pass down wisdom. Let us normalize genotype testing, early, open, honest. Because the greatest love story is the one that protects the future. Know your genotype. Talk about it. Educate someone. And if you carry the S gene, make the choice that reflects love, not just for your partner, but for the life you might create. The future is in our hands. Let's be intentional.